Good morning. It's February the 20th, 2016, and I'm down in Hawkinsville, Georgia. And it's about 8:40 in the morning, and I'm in one of my favorite places. That's one of my spots that I'm killing hogs, and definitely an archery hog hunter. I really enjoy it, but I'm going to take just a few minutes now to tell you about what I've learned about feeders, and as far as some of the little tricks that I've learned as far as battery and timer and things like that. So I'm here early to fill up my feeders. Going to hunt this spot this afternoon, and got a lot of tracks in here. They've been doing some moving on this area around here with some equipment and doing some burning, so they probably got them kind of boogered up a little bit, but there's still a lot of tracks, a lot of hogs in here coming in, so hopefully we'll get something on video this evening. But right now I want to just tell you a little bit about as far as some of the tricks I've learned is on the feeders. I'm fixing to fill this feeder up right here, and I'm using 55-gallon drum wild game feeders. I mean, any 55-gallon drum feeder is fine. I like them because you can put 300 pounds of corn in them, and the less corn, I mean, the more corn that they'll hold, I mean, the more run time you're going to get before you have to do work on them again. And this is the one thing I have learned is, especially on feeders, you want to do everything, you know, if it can go wrong, it will go wrong. So you want to do everything you can on a feeder to maximize your time as far as everything working. You want a good battery, you want a good timer, and you want it to go off when it's supposed to go off. I don't know if any of you guys ever sat on a feeder, but there's nothing worse in the afternoon than spending all your time to get to a place. And I've done this before, and I'm not real close to home. I'm 2 hours from the house right here. So when I come, I want to maximize my hunting time. So when I come and sit, I want that feeder to go off. But when you sit on a feeder and it goes off at 6 o'clock and you're sitting there and that feeder doesn't go off, that's a terrible feeling. So the key is maximize your hunting time, and don't spend so much time doing maintenance on things. So several things I've learned. Number one is don't use a regular 6-volt spring top battery. Use a sealed rechargeable battery, and always put a solar panel on your feeder. Works great. Well, these batteries like this is a 6-volt 12 amp hour battery, and when you hook it up, you can forget doing anything to it for 6 or 7 months. It'll work. It'll keep right on working. And I use this is just a regular feeder. It's nothing special. I got a digital timer on it. It's set to go off at around 6 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll move it a little bit later as we get on into summer, because the hogs will be later coming in. But if you'll notice, I've put some corrugated drain pipe pieces right here on these legs. Got a lot of coons down here, and they'll get up there and spin that feeder and knock a lot of that out. Well, when they get up to this stuff, I think it's helped me out a lot on this feeder. They just can't really get a grip, and it's kind of uneven, going around. So it works for me. But another thing on the feeder itself is I got digital timers on these. They still got some feeders with the old dial timers. They're just not reliable. If it says it goes off at 6 o'clock, it may be an hour either way, and I want to know exactly when it goes off. So I'm going to fill this feeder up and just make sure everything's okay, make sure my battery's okay and all, and then we'll hunt this spot this afternoon. So I don't like to come in too late in the day. If I'm going to do anything to this area, I want to do it now. But that's just some tips and some pointers that I've learned as far as feeders go, because one thing I have learned, you want to come, maximize the fun and minimize the work. So that's what you want to do on your feeder. So hope this helps you out.